I'll tell you what, I wish I knew how to play the trumpet because I would be mimicking the exact same score that was in this film to be celebrating right now and to be in the intro of this video. But since I do not, it is very much worthy to say that I am celebrating on the inside and on the outside to you guys as I am reviewing this film. And it is very much something to see in the theater and should be watched in the theater if possible. Just go ahead and give it all the awards. Best screenplay, best score, best supporting role, best acting, all of it. Just give it away. If you may have guessed by the title, we are here today to talk about Judas and the Black Messiah. And I did see this in theaters yesterday, and I do have to say it is my new favorite film of the year, next to Malcolm and Marie, and it is based on the true events of Bill O'Neill, who is an informant for the FBI, and he has to get closer to the Black Panther Party leader, Fred Hampton. Each interview with Bill O'Neill definitely does predetermine the act or what relationships are going to be introduced or what tensions may arise during this very racial conflict time period. Being as this is a pretty damn close documentary-style autobiographical film, it does definitely have both aspects of the real-life Bill O'Neill version of what is going on, and then the based on true events of what is going on that this film is trying to explore. This is a political film, but it doesn't glamorize the politics behind the Black Panther Party or behind the unlawful police brutality that is going on to the black community during this time. With that being said, it does focus more so on the revolution and on the fact-checking of those events that this film does explore, as mentioned earlier on in this review. And it is pretty simple. There is a war going on between the police and the Black Panther Party. I did not know much about this at all going into the film. I actually only saw one trailer for it and kind of stayed away from everything else. And then when I saw it, I was absolutely blown away, as every critic and people that have seen it already that I'm talking to now are saying the same thing. With that being said, it is easier for the Black Panther Party to team up with the people on the streets that are also trying to maybe protect their part of the city or their own people that and their own organizations that they are trying to reach out to other people and be a part of as well. And it does feel like the law and Jesse Plemons' character has more fights with each other than the Black Panther Party does with their own other people. And so you really get to see those interactions, and it definitely crosses paths in this film. And when they aren't crossing paths, it's still pretty noticeable that not everything is going the way it should be, and there are just a lot of backstabbing going on and a lot of biases that are being the main causes to some of these events that maybe got more out of hand than they should. Now, the hardest job of being an informant, as I've never been one myself, but to the film's extent and to Bill O'Neill's extent, is playing both sides. Now, he doesn't choose this life purposefully. It does kind of just come upon him at one point in the film early on, and you do see that he is willing to give it a chance, but he is able to as well speak his mind freely to both the police and to the Black Panther Party when he gets afraid, or if he is the one planning something for the Black Panther Party or is listening to the advice of Jesse Plemons' character. And it really does push his boundaries of how far he is willing to go to live a better life, and which side does he fall more closely related to, the Black Panther Party or the side of the police. I truly don't have any complaints for this film. On a technical level, it's perfect. On a story aspect, it's perfect. It does exactly what it sets out and accomplishes the goal of learning more about the time period of the Black Panther Party rising and actually acting on their own goals and their own wants and helping what they think was the best way of supporting themselves during this time. What I love too about the film is that they don't necessarily go out and say what they are doing is wrong. Now, there are obviously both negatives and positives to an organization like this, especially during the time period. But they never go out and say this whole Black Panther Party is negative and unlawful. Basically, what it shows is both rewarding moments for these characters and the people involved in the party, but also the trauma and the, again, I'll use the word negatives that do come with wanting to, speaking their minds in a way that the law could actually seize everything that it is that they are trying to accomplish more violently, so to speak, because that does give the law a chance to come and tear down what it is that they are doing, even if not all of it is bad. Now, I won't give spoilers as to what happens because, like, if you were like me and actually didn't know much about Bill O'Neill and who he was, or about Fred Hampton and what happens to him at the end of his life, then I will keep that unspoiled so that you guys can watch it and experience it for the first time, as if it was research for the film and finding out about it. That being said, I do think they show the ups and downs of what it was like to be a part of this organization and the effects that it had on their families and friends, and it explores all those themes in such a mature way, in a way that isn't biased on of the filmmakers themselves, and I very much appreciate it about this. It wasn't in your face to the point where it was trying to make you choose a side, but it was in your face because it needed to be to make a statement about the times then and the times now. So with that being said, this is my new favorite movie of the year, and I just can't do anything else but praise this film. Now, I will say as well, I am generous when it comes to my 5-star ratings. I will say I do kind of give a lot of 5s, just not yet on this channel. And it's been weird because there have been a lot of mediocre films and really poor films, honestly, and more so specific to the genres that they're in. But this is a first for this channel, and I am going to be giving it a 4.5 on Letterboxd, and then I'm going to be giving it a 98% out of 100. And I just loved everything about it, really. So could it be at 100%? Yes, but I am sticking with my 98% as now. I do think I need to rewatch it again just to be sure that I'm on the same terms as everything as I am. So who knows? Maybe I'll rewatch it on HBO now that I have seen it in theaters, and just kind of go back and make sure that I feel the same way. And that being said, definitely do go check out Judas and the Black Messiah. It is very worthy of your time and not patience, but just be open, and you'll get a lot out of it. So that's all I can say. All praises from me, and check out my other reviews. Like this video, let me know what you think of the film as well, and I will see you guys in the next video.